couple of announcements before we get into today's podcast. If any of you follow me on YouTube, you know that there was a little bit of a problem with my channel, so I did have to get another channel. It's still, if you search Deanna Vonderheide or Delving into the Cold, it'll come up. My new channel, as well as my videos from my old channel, will come up. What happened was, my email address that I used for my YouTube channel was through the college that I went to, and I didn't know that after so long they revoked that. So that's what happened. But those videos are still up, and my new channel has videos up on it, so if you guys want to check that out, it's still under Deanna Vonderheide, and the link is on my I think it's on my Patreon. I know it's on the podcast website, and so yeah, just, go check it out. That's where videos from now on will be posted. And like I said, you can still search up the old videos. They're still there. You just I don't think you'll be able to, like, quote unquote see my page, as it were. Alright, so let's just go ahead and get into this week's episode. It may be a bit of a longer episode because it's quite the case. There's 43 victims that we know of. There could be more. But it's a case that when I was researching it, I'm not gonna lie to you, it spooked me a bit. It got into my head. And that's rare for me. I'm gonna apologize. My voice may be a little creaky today. I'm sorry. I'm got a little itch in my throat going on today. So our case for this week is going to be the Texas killing fields, or the I-45 victims. And the reason that I use both of those names is because the Texas killing fields actually refers to a small piece of land where 4 victims were found. But I-45, which most people connect with the killing fields because they are on I-45 in Texas, that's where the rest of the 39 bodies have been found. And again, this is not all, or it could not be all of the victims. There could be other victims out there that we just don't know about. It's very possible. So today's today's podcast is going to be a little disturbing for some people, and if you don't think you can handle it, it's totally fine. Just go ahead and click off, and you're welcome to listen to any of my other episodes, because again, this one got to me too, so I completely understand. That being said, let's just get into it. Now, the Texas killing fields themselves, where the 4 bodies were found, borders Calder Oil Field and League City in South Texas. I-45 is a strip, I think it's 50-mile strip, between Houston and Galveston. And again, this is where 43 bodies have been found since the 1970s. And specifically, it's 1971 to 2006. They haven't found any bodies in like the last 12 years that they've connected with these victims. And now when I say that there are 43 bodies, that doesn't mean that there's a serial killer out there that's killed 43. They're all women, by the way. 43 women. Because several of these cases have been connected to specific killers. And I'll get into that a little bit later when we talk about suspects. But now, some of them are unsolved. In fact, the majority of them are unsolved. So that very well could be pointing to the fact that there is a serial killer out there that is doing this to women. Now, most of the ages from these women are anywhere from 12 to 25 years old. There are 2 or 3 that don't fall within that age range, but for the most part, they're 12 to 23 years old. 25 years old, I'm sorry. So, and a lot of them, if you look at pictures of them, you'll see that they have common features: dark hair, dark eyes. They look similar. And then some of them don't. Again, this is not necessarily one serial killer. But when asked about this strip of land, one man is, he's like, well, it's kind of the ideal place if you're going to dump a body in Texas. It's remote, but it's easy to get to. You're not, going to be bothered by somebody if you go out there. There's not a lot of people around. So it's a place where you kind of could go out there and you could just do whatever you wanted, and there's a good chance that you would never be seen doing it. And there have also been cases where women have gone missing and their cars have been found on I-45. And that's where I'm going to name the victims that I found for you guys in just a few minutes, and that's where some of these victims come from. So that's not necessarily saying that they're dead, but it's a very real possibility. So I'm going to get into the victims now, and I'm going to tell you their name, their age, where they came from, when they went missing, and when they were found, if they were found. So this to me was the part that took a lot out of me, because this is 43 women that, for no apparent reason, were taken from this world at a very young age. And they were just dumped kind of like trash. And the methods of death for these women vary from completely grotesque to I guess what you would call kind of standard. Some of them were shot. There was some cases of decapitation, some strangulation, but nonetheless, these were senseless killings, and it's a part of Texas history that I think probably still leaves a stain on Texas, that a lot of people still mourn for these girls. So, I'm gonna go into the victims now. And these are in no particular order, it's just a list that I compiled from various internet resources. So it may not be a complete list, but I did the best that I could to find all the victims that I could. Brenda Jones, age 14, from Galveston, Texas, went missing on July 1st, 1971. She was found on July 2nd, 1971. Colette Wilson, age 13, was from Alvin, Texas. She went missing on June 17th, 1971. She was found on November 26th, 1971. Rhonda Johnson, age 14, from Webster, Texas, went missing on August 4th, 1971. She was found on January 3rd, 1972. Sharon Shaw, age 14, was also from Webster, Texas, went missing on August 4th, 1971, was found on January 3rd, 1972. Her and Rhonda were together at the time of their disappearance. Gloria Gonzalez, age 19, from Houston, Texas, went missing October 29th, 1971, was discovered November 23rd, 1971. Allison Craven, age 12, was from Houston, Texas. She went missing November 9th, 1971, and was discovered February the 25th, 1972. Debbie Ackerman, 15 from Galveston, went missing November 15th, 1971, was discovered November 17th, 1971. Maria Johnson, age 15, from Galveston, Texas, went missing November 15th, 1971, was discovered November 17th, 1971. Her and Debbie were together at the time of their disappearance. Kimberly Pitchford, age 16, from Houston, Texas, went missing January 3rd, 1973, was discovered January the 5th, 1973. Suzanne Bowers, age 12, from Galveston, went missing May 21st, 1977, was discovered March 25th, 1979. Brooks Bracewell, age 12, from Dickinson, went missing September 6th, 1974, was discovered April 31st, 1981. Georgia Greer, age 14, from Dickinson, went missing September 6th, 1974, was discovered April 3rd, 1981. She was with Brooks at the time of her disappearance. Sandra Rainber, age 14, from Santa Fe, Texas, went missing October 26th, 1983. She has never been found. Heidi Villaray-Fi, 23, from League City. She went missing October 10th, 1983. She was discovered April 4th, 1984. Laura Miller, 16, from League City, went missing September 10th, 1984. She was discovered February 3rd, 1986. Shelley Sykes, 19, from Texas City, went missing May 24th, 1986. She has never been found. Suzanne Renee Richardson, age 22, from Galveston, went missing October 7th, 1988. She has never been found. Lynette Bibbs, age 14, from Houston, went missing February 1st, 1996. She was found February 3rd, 1996. Tamara Fisher, age 15, from Houston, went missing February 1st, 1996, was discovered February 3rd, 1996. She was with Lynette at the time of her disappearance. Laura Smither, age 12, from Friendswood, went missing April 3rd, 1997. She was discovered April 20th, 1997. Jessica Kane, age 17, from Lamarck, went missing August 17th, 1997. She was discovered March the 18th, 2016. Todd Harriman, age 57, from League City, went missing July the 12th, 2001. She has never been found. Sarah Trusty, age 23, from Algoa, went missing July 12th, 2002. She was discovered July 27th, 2002. Teresa Vangus, age 16, from Dickinson, went missing October 31st, 2006. She was found November 3rd, 2006. Crystal Baker, age 13, from Texas City, went missing March the 5th, 1996. She was found March the 5th, 1996. Jane Doe, approximately age 25, was discovered February the 2nd, 1986. Jane Doe, approximately 31, was found September the 8th, 1991. Jane Doe, approximately 14 to 17 years of age, was found November the 1st, 1980. Jane Doe, age unknown, was discovered February the 6th, 1986. Lori Tremblay, age 15, from League City, went missing September 26th, 1986. She was discovered September 26th, 1986. A headless woman was found on April 1986. Michelle Doherty, age 17, from Alta Loma, went missing October 5th, 1985. She has never been found. Erica Ann Garcia, age 14, from Houston, went missing June 7th, 1987. She was discovered June 7th, 1987. Jane Doe, approximately 14 to 19 years of age, was killed sometime between June and August 1989. Her body was discovered September 19th, 1989. Maria del Carmen Estrada, age 21, from League City, was found in April of 1992. Trellis Sykes, age 16, from Houston, went missing on May the 13th, 1994. She was discovered May the 13th, 1994. Diana Reboller, age 9, from League City, went missing August the 7th, 1994. She was discovered August the 7th, 1994. Dana Sanchez, 16, from League City, went missing July the 6th, 1995. She was discovered July the 14th, 1995. Tina Flood, age 23, from League City, was discovered November 29th, 1998. Wanda Pitts, age 18, from Shenandoah, went missing January 17th, 1999, was discovered almost a year later in 2000. Laura Ayala, for their family's loss and for the loss of their own lives. There were a couple of suspects, and then there were a couple of people that were actually arrested and convicted for some of the victims that I just named. One of those is Kevin Smith, who was convicted in 2012 for the murder of 13-year-old Crystal Baker. Anthony Allen Shore, who is a serial killer known as the Tourniquet Killer, was actually executed this year. He was convicted of killing 4 of the women that were on this list. William Reese was charged with 3 deaths. He was suspected of 4, and he was suspected of being a player in some of these I-45 victims. Edward Bale claimed to have killed 11 girls, but they didn't have enough evidence to convict him on any of these murders. But the police do suspect that he did kill some of these women. So I guess my conclusion to this is just that most of these cases are unsolved. Some of them are quite possibly from the same person. A large majority of them could be from the same person, in fact. There's definitely was something fishy going on for that many women and young girls to go missing, and for people not to stop and notice until years later. It's weird, it's scary to think about, especially since I kind of fall into this age range. But again, they weren't all serial kills, but I would say the large majority of them are unsolved. That's all I have for this week. Like I said, this was a tough case for me. If I missed any victim, I'm terribly sorry. I did my best to find all of the names and give them the honor and the respect that they deserved. As always, you guys can contact me any way that you would like. My door is always open, and I love hearing from you guys. So stay safe, stay curious, and I'll see you next time.